Hello, Pisces. My name is Nigel, and you have found Alchemy. Welcome to your November 2024 reading. Let's get started. We have, how apropos is this? We have overarching your whole month. We have the Hanged Man. This is the card for Pisces in the tarot deck. And this generally means, going in, inward, circumspect. If I could speak, that would be great. Circumspection, sacrifice, surrender, right? Could mean letting go. Could mean that you're trusting the process. This also could be waiting for something, a pause, a regrouping. It also could be an awakening, because if you see his head, it is lit up. It seems like he's privy to something, like he's gaining insight on something. So we'll keep that under our hats as we figure out the rest of this cute puzzle that we have going on here on the table. See if I could straighten some of this stuff out. Sorry about that. Truly drives me crazy when it's all screwed up. Anyway, we do have right under it the health card, which is really nice to see. And it says, Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring me your health and might. And this is coming in reverse. This is number 30 in the deck. The number 30 could mean something to you, but in any case, when these particular cards are in reverse, they basically mean that this is something that is pretty much guaranteed to you. You're not going to have to strive too hard to find it, which is really nice. It's great. You also have the alchemical wedding. And the alchemical wedding is number 60 in this deck. This is a ritual, a uniting, could be a celebration. It's definitely an intimacy. It is the joining of two things, two people, or two ways of thinking. It is the joining of two separate things. Again, we're going to keep that under our hat as we march through this reading. We have the totemic puma. Okay, thank you. This is power awakening. Wow, we just said awakening. Awakening could be a key word for you here in this reading. It is the totemic puma. Beautiful card. Number 3 in this deck. It is a power awakening, right? An awakening the vigorous, fierce power that lacks hesitation. When the moment's right, this happens. So perhaps you sit in this hanged man contemplative position, and when the time is right, you go from the hanged man to the puma spirit. Beautiful energy. Really nice, thoughtful energy here, Pisces. Coming into your power. You have sacred sexuality, and it looks like someone here is not going to be lonely in the month of November, for sure. As the totemic puma stated, you are coming into a sacred, fierce power energy. And sexual energy is included in this. Your sex drive may be at a peak this month. Your sexuality may be at a peak this month. You may ooze sexuality to others, and other people may definitely pick up on that. Let's see, where do we go from here? Oh, I know. Go here. We have, interestingly enough, we have lost, ghost, blocked, cut off. Who or what have you cut away? Or who will you cut away this month? It could be a who, or it could be a thing. It could be a way of thinking. Could be a way of being. Could be a job. Could be a person. But I have to tell you, what's interesting in this is you have blocked off, cut off, and then you have plugged. So it's like tuned in, connected. So you have something that you're letting go of, and something that you are tuned into, something that you are focusing on, something that you've plugged yourself into here. And you have the word date that has come out twice. And with the sexuality card, I have to tell you, whether you'd like to hear it or not, there may be someone coming into your life, or there may be someone getting the nerve to, or maybe with this puma spirit, you'll have that nerve, Pisces. But there is definitely a date. It says courting, dating, anniversary, meetup. It says meeting someone new, right? Getting back out there, setting a date, setting a date. So it really could be a deeper commitment, especially with this alchemical wedding. Could be a deeper commitment to an existing relationship. Could be a brand new relationship, but there is a relationship here on the table, regardless of how you feel about it. If you're not interested in meeting anyone, I think the opportunity is going to present itself anyway. You do have planner, and planning is on the table. Goals, love, deepening an existing situation. You have loan approved, and loan approved is if you call, it doesn't have to be money, it can be. It's a call for help will be answered. This is a yes card. So if you're asking for help, if you're asking for a loan, if you're asking for help in a certain way, the answer is yes. You have here the scythe, and this is a witch's rune here. And with the ruin, it's associated with red or black. It's also associated with the planet the planet Pluto and the sign of Scorpio. It's associated with change, endings, completions, walking away from something, right? That lost card, cutting away. A scythe cuts things away. It draws things in too, because you could use that scythe to cut a harvest and draw that harvest into you. You could use that scythe to cut something away and out of your way. So that kind of goes with the plugged and lost cards here. Definitely. Hopefully you don't hear the garbage truck outside. I hate noise when I'm doing readings like this. It says here, North Node, step out of your comfort zone. And this is coming in reverse. In reverse, this makes that hanged man energy make sense, right? It may be that pause before the pounce of the puma, right? It may be that you're not comfortable leaving your comfort zone this month. It could be. Let's look at everything. When we look at the bottom line, we'll pull it all together. We have Sagittarius here, and this is the number 9 in this deck. And man, you have a lot of Sagittarian astrology going on here. Let's start from the beginning. On November 2nd, you have Mercury that enters Sagittarius for the rest of the year. It's a great time for travel or going back to school, right? Truth is also important. So mean what you say and say what you mean during this time here, Pisces. On November 3rd, we have Venus in Sagittarius, opposition, Jupiter and Gemini. Important to stay within your budget, especially on that day, okay? On November 12th, you have Mercury in Sagittarius, Saturn and Pisces, square Saturn and Pisces, right? Watch out for misunderstandings on that day. Take your time. Take your time and see if you can think before you respond on November 12th. Just really write these dates down. On November 18th, you have Mercury in Sagittarius, opposition Jupiter in Gemini. A great day to unplug. From social media, from the computer, from the internet, from your phone. On November 21st, the sun enters Sagittarius. Energy is generous, daring, and freedom-loving. Very Puma-like, right? On November 21st, another thing is the sun in Sagittarius sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Very driven energy. It's more sort of not going to say aggressive, but definitely confident energy, right? Definitely. You have the Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius happening this month. So when the Mercury retrograde starts, I believe it's at the end of the month, about a week before that will be in its shadow. Your inner compass at that time, Pisces, may be a little off. Allow yourself to be still and contemplate things before you proceed to actually react. Okay, so that was the 25th. So around a week before the 25th, you're going to want to start understanding that your compass may be a little off. Now, the sun in Sagittarius trine Mars in Leo is happening on the 27th. That's right after that. So we're going to be in the midst of a Mercury retrograde, but you'll get this confidence boost, right? Tackling obstacles will be done with ease suddenly. And right after that, on the 30th, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Breaking out of your comfort zone is what the new moon in Sagittarius is famous for. We talked about this, right? Breaking out of your comfort zone. That's the last day of the month. So definitely things are going to change during that time, for sure, right? You also have here Pallas or Pallas, wisdom, skill, self-defense. This is an asteroid for sure. On November 19th, Pallas enters Scorpio. At the same time, Pluto enters Aquarius. The goddess of wisdom and strategy, Pallas was, right? Look at, I'm going to pin some, in the comments, I'm going to pin something for you, right? On November 19th, it's how to apply it. You would need to use your rising sign. So I'll have a list of rising signs, okay? And how to apply it to you on the 19th. So look for that pinned comment. Obviously, all your rising signs will be different here. But we have the moon, emotions, instincts, the subconscious, right? And we have a super moon this month on the 15th. It's the hunter's moon. It's like a preparation for winter. And it's also an internal harvest. Harvest, definitely. With the scythe here, there is definitely a harvest coming to you. No doubt. No doubt. So that's it for your oracle. Let's look at the beginning of the month with the tarot. You have here the action card, Jupiter, courage, beginnings. This is definitely the card of Sagittarius, at least in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, let's look at your tarot. When I look at that action card and that courage card, I can't help but think of the puma, right? Very fiery in nature. You open the month here with Venus and Scorpio, the 7 of Cups. This is choices. It could be confusion. You could have choices that you're confused about, but they're choices nonetheless. This leads into more Sagittarian energy with the Temperance card in reverse. Sagittarius, plain and simple. The choices and the confusion at the beginning of the month. I don't know why I'm finding it so hard to speak. I'm definitely finding it difficult to speak during this reading, and I'm wondering if it has something to do with the way your energy is going to combine with the energy that's heading towards you. But in any case, it is imbalance. It's excess. Could be discord. I'm not feeling discord as much as an imbalance, right? This leads into the 7 of Wands energy. I like that for you, right? This is Mars and Leo. Standing up for what you think, right? You may be confused, you may be thrown off balance, but I'm telling you, you jump into this Puma energy here and there's like no stopping you. And I like that. That's great. So whatever it is that happens, or however it is you're coming into the month, it seems as though you more than get over it here. So when we add up everything in this column numerically and we break it down to a single digit or a single number, it's not a single digit, it's actually 10, right? And 10 is Pluto energy. And like I told you, Aquarius is going into Pluto. Pluto is going into Aquarius. Go look it up. It's pretty heavy, interesting energy. And it's like the scythe. It's endings, it's beginnings. It is Scorpio. Just like this, Scorpio energy. It is associated with the day of Tuesday. So definitely keep that under your hat at the beginning of the month. Something may happen on a Tuesday, for sure. Heading to the middle of your month, you have the healing card, right? The inner child, healing. There is something being healed here. There is something being made better. Maybe you're getting stronger. Maybe you're stepping into this Puma spirit a little bit, especially with the Sagittarius here. I mean, you look, I'm not going to lie, you look pretty unstoppable this month, right? You have something that is healing, right? You have the 10 of Wands, right? 10 of Wands is stress. So you have right next to the 7 of Cups, you do have the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is Saturn and Sagittarius again. It's a responsibility. It is stress. But what I like about this is that the next card, which represents the center of your whole month, the center of your whole reading, we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, many people will say he's Sun in Scorpio. I usually mention that, but the truth is more and more I'm thinking it is Sun in Pisces. There's a lot of different reasons I say that. Usually there's a fish involved. Usually there's things that point to it. There's certain books that will back that up. And so I think from now on, I'm just going to go with that. I think it's very Neptunian in energy as well, which is more of a clue of the Pisces energy. So here you are at your best here, Pisces. Balance between head, and heart. So whatever balance you were lacking here at the beginning of the month, you passionately come into your own. You're strong, you're passionate, you're intense, you're intuitive. This is the center of the reading. So this is what makes it such a powerful card. And this gives birth to the Nine of Pentacles, which is Venus and Virgo, rewarded efforts, achievement, self-sufficiency, abundance. Beautiful, great energy. Something is healing. Now you have the health card here in reverse, which I told you is a good thing. You also have the healing card. So I think for at least one of you, you are healing an ailment that you had. It could be honestly, it could be your mental health, could be your physical health, could be anything. But for at least one of you is healing because you have the health card in reverse and you have the healing card over there, physically or mentally healing from something. And it gives you this boost of power. Definitely some power cards here on the table. Now, when we add this up and we break it down, we have the number 10 again. This is a powerful month for you. It's kaboom. It's kaboom. It's Pluto is kaboom energy. Kaboom. That scythe energy again. Look towards Tuesday. Definitely again. Now here at the end of the month, you have the deception card. Could be temptation as well. So let's see what this is about here. You have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Mercury and Virgo. This could be, obviously, loss of money, but it also could be breaking tradition. It could be loss because of a temptation. Maybe you were tempted in some way and you experienced the loss. Or a deception. Perhaps someone... but I have to tell you, I'm not particularly worried about it, even though it is a 10 of Pentacles in reverse, because this leads into some great energy. Whatever it is that happened, maybe someone tried to pull the wool over your eyes. Maybe you were tempted and you did something kind of silly here. But I have to tell you, you have the 3 of Wands that's following it. And this is Sun in Aries, manifesting, planning, expecting a really good outcome. And here it is, your 9 of Cups, which is Jupiter and Pisces, manifestation. This is the wish card. This is the last card. I'm really glad that when I shuffle and lay out the cards, I do it on camera so you could see. If you ever want to slow it down, you use that gear shift thing so you could slow it down and really see it in real time. But I don't like intentionally go for good cards in the closing. I don't do that. I really like that. Now, when we add this up and break it down, we get the number 4, which is Uranus, and that is change. It is Aquarius. That is a Wednesday. So look for a Wednesday for some sort of gate to open here at the end of the month. I really like that for you here, Pisces. Now let's look at your challenges. Yes, I did change it to challenges instead of warnings because I felt that people were taking that word way too seriously. And I changed this to opportunities instead of blessings because I find that when you use the word blessing, people just expect it, right? Where an opportunity is just that. It's an opportunity. If you do the work, if you do what you're supposed to do, you have this opportunity. Doesn't mean that it's going to be handed to you if you do nothing, okay? So with that explanation, here in your challenges, you have the ability to close a cycle, right? This is kind of like the world card, changing a cycle. It's world card energy. It is challenging. It's going to be a challenging energy, okay? It's not impossible, just challenging. So you're going to feel perhaps that 10 of Wands energy, the stress. Another challenge is going to be the speed at which this happens. When you're in it, you might feel like it's happening way too slow. Venus and Virgo energy, slow progress. Here you have Hermit energy, Virgo, introspection as a challenge. Introspection as a challenge. So you're being challenged to think, to go inward, to make decisions based on balance. That King of Cups, balance. Here, coming in sideways, you have the 6 of Wands, and this is Jupiter and Leo energy. A choice that will provide a path for victory. This is a choice you have to make. There's going to be a choice this month here, okay? And this choice is going to provide a path for victory. And you could turn that card right side up or upside down, depending on your choice. And I can see that pretty clearly over here as well. right? There's something that happens. There's a deception. There's a temptation. I don't know what happens. There's something that does give you some sort of a loss, but it's so temporary if you play your cards right. It's going to be different for all of you. But if you play your cards right this month, Pisces, you have a path for victory. I mean, this is really a good reading. In pretty much every way. Now, when we add the numbers up and we break them down, we get the number 6, and that's Venus. And Venus is obviously the planet of love and money. So this, it's Libra Taurus energy. This could pertain to a goal that you have in mind. This could pertain like to a person that you have in mind as a goal. But look towards a Friday for this challenge to show itself, okay? Let's look towards your opportunities here. You have an opportunity for an apology from someone. There is someone that's going to offer an apology, and it's going to be an opportunity for maybe for forgiveness, maybe for a fresh start, maybe for forgiveness. Maybe it's just going to unburden you so you can move on to the next thing, okay? Because you have the King of Swords here in reverse. This person who offers you this apology, it's Sun in Aquarius. You could be dealing with someone who may be manipulative, who may misuse their power, someone who may have been kind of harsh, verbally toxic, harsh. This person offers you an apology, and well, here's the healing. Here it is. Offers you an apology, and that leaves room for this healing energy. And this healing energy could be healing a rift between the two of you, or it simply could be healing something within you so you can move on. You have the 8 of Cups, Saturn and Pisces, leaving all finished business where it belongs in the past and leveling up. Great energy. There is something that's going to happen here. When we add this up and we break it down like we did with the other columns here, we get a master number 11. Now you could further break that down to a 2, right? But I really like leaving the master numbers alone because it's associated with awakening, right? It's definitely goes with this reading. So I'm leaving that as it stands. I really like that. Now let's do some clarification here. So like we said at the beginning of the month, there's some confusion, but it leads into some sort of determination and action on your part here. And you have the gavel coming in reverse, involvement with the law. Now, the gavel is also judgment, right? It's a judgment call. You're slow to judge something, and I think that's wise, because here you have wreath. It says sorrow over a loss. What did I say? There is a loss over here. There is some sort of loss. There is an imbalance. I'm going to pull another card on it. There is a loss, temporary problems. Whatever it is that goes on here is temporary here. You have in the middle of the month, you have this King of Cups energy. It is coupled with some stress. It's the moon. Changes in your life. There are changes afoot. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's incredible. Let me get the other half of this deck. You have at the end of the month, you have this loss, but it leads right into this manifestation, wish coming true energy at the end of the month. So here you have a dark man. Wow, I wonder if this is your King of Swords. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Do let me know. Do let me know. But there is a wish coming true, and the dark man is a part of this, for better or for worse. You have in your challenges, you have this cycle that's definitely closing out. Especially with all these 10s coming up in your reading here. You have hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay. Help, assistance, and guidance. Give me another card on this. You have an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. There's 3 eggs in there. There is guidance on the table. Maybe there's someone in your family that can guide you to. And you have a woman. Dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. There may be someone in your family that matches that description that can help you through these challenging times. You have career. Yeah, you have career and you have August. Wow. Remember when I said that you're healing something here? This could be someone who used their position of power in a bad way. This could have something to do with your career. There's something bad could have went down in August. But I have to tell you, you have an apology coming to you here, Pisces, regardless of everything. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards, and then we'll go into your lucky numbers and your numbers in general for Pisces, please. For Pisces. Give me one for Pisces, please. You have Serpent. And you have Trinity. Trinity. And that reminds me of the 3 eggs that are in this basket. Does this have something to do with your family? Balancing decisions. That's that King of Cups energy. Priorities. Adapting to change. There is a Trinity. There is the number 3. There's something to you. Please let me know what the number 3 means to you. It's going to be different for each and every Pisces. You do have Serpent here as well. Rebirth. There's the Scythe again. Rebirth, unconventionality, non-conformity. So that's kind of like Uranus, Pluto energy, right? They both came out in your reading. Non-conformity. Okay, so let's go into your lucky numbers. For some reason, I just recorded your lucky numbers, and for whatever reason, it just sort of went bonkers and deleted what I recorded, but luckily it was just the tail end here, so I'm going to redo it. Your lucky numbers are 60, 12, 3, 30, 32, and 4. The numbers, when we add all the numbers up and we break them back down, believe it or not, we have the number 11 again. So that was like a really serious thing. It was like your master number. It was associated with what? Awakening. So definitely important. The number 11, you might be seeing 1111 in different ways and in different forms this month. So pay attention to that for sure. The signs that we talked about were Sagittarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Libra, and Aquarius. And the one we spoke on the most was Scorpio. The Scythe energy for sure was all over this reading. The planet that we discussed the most was Venus, and as we discussed, Venus rules our money and our love life. So this reading could go either way depending on which Pisces is listening to me at the moment. I think that's about it. Hopefully this won't get corrupted and weird, but I will see you next time, Pisces. Namaste.